Hey there guys, Jordan in the Know here, and what I have here for you guys today is my 7-month later review on the LG G3, and I picked this phone up with anticipation that even 7 months after its initial release, this would still be the same awesome phone that we saw a while ago. And by the way, it's the blue Best Buy exclusive edition, just in case someone out there was considering picking one up. But anyways guys, let's get into it. So after using the G3 for a while, I have to say that this one has given me some mixed feelings on whether I really like it or not, but I do have to say that there's a lot of things about this phone that are really uncommon and unordinary, and I mean that in a good way. And I almost want to say that the G3 isn't given enough credit. The two most notable aspects to this phone are going to be the display and the back buttons, and both of which are really great additions to the phone. The Ultra HD display is just really crisp and beautiful, and to be honest, there was really no complaints there. I personally can't look at it and see any defects or tell that it's an Ultra HD display, but it really just looks like a good-looking display. And I've been saying this for a while now, but the back buttons just make perfect sense. My fingers always align perfectly where the buttons are, and to those who think that this can be a deal breaker or maybe a confusing experience, it really isn't. It took me less than an hour before it turned into a force of habit to always go right to those buttons. And the great thing about this phone is that LG threw in double tap to sleep and double tap to wake, so you never have to pick up the phone off a table in order to lock your phone. And one last perk to having the buttons on the back is that there can now be a smaller bezel surrounding the display now that the components for the volume rockers are on the back. Complementing those rear-facing buttons is LG's infamous foam metal back, which is removable by the way, and this is supposed to give you the perception of having a metal back, but it's really just hard plastic that has a matte finish, which is definitely fine with me. It definitely doesn't feel cheap, and that's really the whole entire testament of the phone. The phone doesn't feel cheap at all, and when picking it up, it certainly feels compact, but this is the first phone that I've used in a while that creaks when you flex it, even in the slightest. Besides that, the only detail about the phone that I really don't like is the posterior direction of the speaker, and that's really the worst possible place to have it, and because of this, the best speaker quality that you're going to get is just going to be average. Not really good, not great, just average. Now, I really want to talk about the software of this phone, and I just want to say that if there's anything that's going to keep me away from actually keeping the G3, LG Skin is probably going to be it. Now, I really do like stock Android, but I also don't try to immediately dismiss OEM skins, because sometimes you can find something valuable. So, LG Skin is just okay. Definitely not the best, but not the worst either. And if I had to compare LG Skin to any other, it'd probably be most similar to TouchWiz. Just like TouchWiz, LG Skin is really intrusive on the phone, both cosmetically and in features. But feature-wise, it's actually a really great skin. It adds a ton of functionality and features that you wouldn't otherwise get in stock Android, like Smart Stay and IR Blaster, and you get a ton of options in the accessibility section. But the three most important features that you should know seem to be Smart Notice, Dual Window, and Smart Cleaning. Smart Notice takes place inside of this little widget, and it's really supposed to quote-unquote get to know you and then provide you with weather alerts, notifications on missed calls, and alerts on unused apps, which is sort of like a replacement for Google Now. There's multitasking, which is simply multitasking, where you can drag one app to the top and drag another app to the bottom, and use them both at the same time, and it's actually really a smooth experience. And then last is LG's Smart Cleaning, which is a lot like Clean Master. It prompts you to delete old and unused apps and junk files, and it does keep your phone running a lot faster. So past the features, that's really all the value you're going to get, more or less. For those of you who like LG Skin, this is going to be an even better phone for you, but for people like me who kind of think LG Skin is ugly, not so much. Thankfully, this is Android, and you can change a lot of things, and if you're one of those that doesn't like LG Skin, luckily they included a theme store so you can change mainly the look of the icons, but that doesn't shake off any of the corny appearance of LG Skin. The best way to describe it is simply that, just really corny. Corny animations, there's gaudy looking icons, and even though LG is really big on customization, all of the options they provide you to customize are just cornier animations. But I really do like the transparent notification shade though. But thankfully, the skin doesn't really bog down performance or degrade the already good battery life, but there are times when I can catch a softer lag or a drop frame rate from time to time, but it's really nothing serious. Obviously, there have been no problems doing the average stuff like YouTube and social media. That's really a given. But the skin feels actually really light for the most part. But Smart Notes in particular drops frames like crazy, and the YouTube app still has a really long delay. But despite my opinion on the skin, the G3 is still a really, really great phone, both in performance and something I haven't covered yet, the camera. And I just want to say that the camera on the G3 is absolutely excellent, and while it may not take the fastest photos, the focusing time on this phone is really quick and really agile. The laser focus is definitely putting in a lot of work when you take these photos. All these photos are really crisp and really high resolution, both in sunlight and in low light photos. But for the most part, you're going to get some really amazing shots thanks to that laser autofocus. So guys, that's been my 7-month later review on the LG G3. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and in my opinion, I really do like the G3. I like the way it's designed, I like a lot of the features in it, and the Quad HD and back buttons are a definite plus, and in my opinion, this is a lot better than the S5, which seems to be one of the main competitors for this phone. LG skin really does kind of push me away from it, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm probably going to return it. Not saying it's a bad phone, I just personally don't like the G3 skin. But anyways guys, this has been Jordan in the Know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.